Heyo! What's up, sheepies? Another week, another set of streams. How are you guys doing tonight? Hey Schoolio, hey Kelpie. Give me a second, I'm just gonna do an audio test. How's the audio though? I'm just checking my audio on my phone just to make sure everything sounds good. Wait, how do I... Doo-doo-doo. Wake up! Hey Lucas! How are you guys doing tonight? As you can see, I'm just gonna be working on some off task and I'll do some coloring. Okay, good. Doing good. That's good to hear. How's everyone's week so far? I know it's Thursday and technically people still have a Friday. 1 second. Just try to check the audio really quick. Audio sounds fine? Okay, that's good to hear. Okay. Can you guys hear the music? Music too soft? Music too loud? Also, question, did you guys get a pre-roll ad? I know I keep asking this, but I'm trying to learn. So I read more about it and it's very interesting, but I was curious about like this whole thing that I was saying about pre-roll ads. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure. Let's see. So keep pre-roll ads on my channel versus disable pre-roll ads. But it seems like regardless of whichever I choose, it still displays an ad. I didn't get an ad for now? Okay. Also, let me check if my emotes are finished. Like, I'm still waiting for my emotes. They only got 2 done. They got Alan Dumb and Alan Humph, but they never processed the other ones. It's been over a week. I heard that it takes up to 4 weeks. Hey Cookie. Cookie. How are you doing tonight? How is everyone doing tonight? Everyone Genki? Everyone doing well? I was actually just doing some Japanese lessons earlier. I was trying to plan out whether, like, I want to try to see if I could do a Japanese lesson on online. Cody, you know I'm gonna forget. I'm always bad with names, I'm sorry. But I'll try to remember, Cody. You like it too? Yeah. Took forever. Took 2 weekish? Oh man. I'm so lucky that 2 of them got through. I still haven't finished the kill one though. I still, what's it called? I haven't had time to work on it, sadly. So, as you can see, I'm just working on Offtask. If you guys want to know what Offtask is, you could just type in exclamation point Webtoon, and you'll be able to get a link to it. Speaking of a link to it, because it has nothing to do with Zelda at all, how many people here watch Rick and Morty? It's something I wanted to talk about for a while, but I don't know anyone in real life that watches Rick and Morty. So, have you guys seen the premiere for season 6? Like, I'm not going to spoil anything, unless you guys don't care. If you guys don't care, like, you know. But if you guys do care, let me know really quickly. But I thought it was pretty fun. Anybody out there a Rick and Morty fan? He literally turned himself into a pickle. Yeah! Turned himself. I like how the line associated with it. You don't watch it though? I thought, like, the thing with it is, like, I don't usually watch shows like that, but like, I thought it was an interesting, fun kind of change, because I feel like a lot of the quotation mark adult shows gotten like stagnant, because like the only one I could think of that breaks out of it is Futurama. But then, like, when you look at like Family Guy and American Dad, the Cleveland show, they kind of feel like that kind of thing where it's like this haha I'm so dumb kind of comedy. Like, I know Futurama has that, and I know technically Rick and Morty has that, but at the same time it feels more like, I don't know how to describe it. It feels really similar, I guess that's the easiest way to describe it. It's like if I watch American Dad, it reminds me of watching, yeah, it feels like The Simpsons. Like, Simpsons, like, it took the Simpson formula and ran with it. Where it's like the big lovable oaf, the friend who's also like this weird person, the son, the daughter. That's literally American Dad, Family Guy, and Simpsons. Like, I'm not gonna knock Simpsons out for it because it was the first one to do it, but looking at like the ones that came after, I can't help but feel like they're just kind of derivatives, you know? It's sort of like in Gartic Phone. If you were to do the copycat one, you'll see that, like, oh, the next drawing afterwards that comes afterwards isn't as good as the original, you know? Let me go and start cleaning these up. Oh, for those who are wondering what I'm drawing, so it's just basically, I don't think I'll be able to finish by this Sunday, So that's why I was thinking about like what's it called, releasing for next Sunday. So this is just the hiatus comic. For those who follow my webtoon, you get the heads up. So it's like, oh, finished, right? Oh, it's almost time to come back, or almost ready to come back next week, right? We're making good pace. And it's like, weren't we supposed to come back today? And it's like, what should we do? I don't know. Offtask will be returning next week, basically. Spoilers for those who follow Offtask. But I was thinking of doing streams like this too on my channel, where it's like, where basically I do some finishing up some of my comic stuff. That way I can still be productive. I think the important thing is to make sure I still be productive while streaming. Out of curiosity though, how do you guys feel about art streams? Do you like them? Do you not like them? How do you guys feel about them? Tell me your feelings. Tell me your insides and your inside jokes. Do you guys like them art streams? Trying to collect more music. Kind of like this one though. I know it's the one that Ina used, but it's such a good drawing tune. It's nice, relaxing, to the point. You like art streams? That's good to hear. I'm glad you like it. Because I wanted to be like do a lot more art streams, but I'm trying to make sure I balance it because I know like a lot of people are used to watching gaming stuff. You love when you learn something new? That makes sense. Well, that's the thing too, like for those who were seeing me as I was messing with the schedule this afternoon, like I was like scheduling things here and there, but I was thinking of doing a gesture draw night, but it's not going to be next week because next week is going to be art request night. So I'm going to have another art request night. You guys could come into the channel, make requests. But the week after that, I was thinking of starting to do gestures on stream because, you know, I feel like I've been falling out of practice in a way, and I need to make sure I brush up on the fundamentals. So I was thinking of doing that and then like giving some like small art tips during that time. So that's something to look forward to, like a small kind of art teaching stream. It's gonna be impromptu though. I'm not gonna have a lesson plan like any teacher would. I ain't no teacher. But I could teach you guys a thing or two about art. I ain't expert myself, but I have some, like, what's it called? I feel like there's some advice that a lot of people don't talk about. I think it's because too, like, everyone does things differently. So, like, a lot of times too, like, it breaks down to the idea of being analytical of your stuff or feeling your stuff. I noticed that most artists break down to do those two columns. And both columns learn in different ways, and they, like, I don't know how to say it, like, they draw in different ways as well. Like, somebody who felt their art kind of thing, they oftentimes like, you know, get a good feel for things and have like good perception and a good eye for seeing things, while people who are analytical has to know like the mathematical thing, right? So it's like somebody who is more perceptive can say like, oh, this arm is off, so let me go make this top part longer, right? And it's one of those things where they have a harder time teaching because they don't know how they feel the way they do. It's more like they're just really experienced with the eye. While people who are analytical will be able to say, okay, the torso is about the length right here because the forearm on the top is about the size of the waist, and going down, this goes all the way down to the hip, right? That's more analytical where you do something like that. I think like a lot of artists are a combination of both, but there are artists who are super lenient on one or two, on one side or the other. How did we get here? Was I talking about Rick and Morty? Oh yeah. I kind of want to talk about Rick and Morty. So if you don't want to hear Rick and Morty spoilers, be sure to leave in like 30 seconds. I'm gonna start talking about them spoilers. I'm not gonna count down because I'm not very good with time, especially when I'm drawing. You feel smart? As you say, you use Alan Dumb. I get ya. So I kind of want to talk a bit about like some spoilers, not super big spoilers, but if you haven't followed Rick and Morty and you want to follow or watch it, technically the start of season 6 is basically a big spoiler for everything. That's a good question. I'll put a in the chat. So if you guys are coming back for the spoilers, oh look, I got some more emotes. I don't know how I got these. Oh, interesting. But for those who will go out for spoilers, I'll put a humph in the chat like this if you guys want to come back, okay? So I'll go at 14. How will you hit the humph? In the chat. I'll put the humph in the chat, okay? Like, the thing is, like, it's not super big spoilers, but the whole, yeah, subscription. Oh, here's the thing, Scolio. I turned down the cost of channel points. If you look at the sheep cookies on the bottom left, you can actually buy emotes with your channel points. So you just have to pay some sheep cookies. They're free. They basically reward you for watching the stream. So you could choose what emote you want. I felt kind of bad that a lot of people won't be able to use my emotes, so I made sure that it's easily available for you guys. I want you guys to spam them sheeps and those Allens. Okay, 14. So I'm gonna spoil it right now, guys. So if you're not here, or if you don't want to hear Rick and Morty spoilers, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, leave now. Or maybe I should have done that backwards. Leave now, and I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so here's the thing with it. Like, I like how it continued off the last episode of the season finale. And it felt kind of weird though, because like it created this situation where it really did write off a bunch of things that just happened, which made sense. I guess they're trying to like pretty much put that behind them, but it felt weird that they just like literally said, oh yeah, everything died. But moving off that, like, it made sense how they got back to Earth and all that stuff. And I thought it was a really fun concept, that the idea of returning them back to their kind of original areas. So it's like Rick went back to his timeline, Morty went back to his timeline, and Jerry, which is funny because like people speculated like, oh, this is the wrong Jerry because like the ticket was wrong and all that stuff. The crossover intro? Yeah. So the thing with it was, it's funny because like it feels like they're confirming a lot of the speculations of fans, like with the whole thing with Jerry being actually not the correct Jerry that came back with them, and then like the whole thing with like what's it called, the whole thing with like certain characters getting their kind of time in the limelight, like the Jerry from the Rick or Morty's timeline. It felt interesting to see what happened to them, you know? And I think it was interesting that like how they tied back the memory. Like, I'll be honest, like when they first showed the memory of Rick in that one episode, I really didn't think that he was telling the truth, but it turned out he was telling the truth the whole time. So it's really weird because it ties a lot together, but then like it sets itself up. But I know like the next chapter or the next episode always seems to be like an episode that doesn't really continue off it in a way, you know? If anything, it already showed that because it was like them going to an arcade and like the trailer showed them just like fighting aliens, while like Summer fighting aliens while they're playing a video game. So I did like how though. Oh, stream lag? Did you guys get frame rate drops? Oh no. But I did like how in the end it did set up like a villain, but who knows how they're gonna handle the said villain, like if it's gonna be actually like a prevailing thing. I think it's just gonna be one of those things where it shows up in the first episode and shows up in the last episode. I do like the character growth though. I like how yours for a second. Oh no. I do like how like Jerry like became much more assertive. I like how Rick became more caring, even though it doesn't seem like it. I like how Morty became more like confrontational. So there's a lot of growth in there, and I think that's pretty fun, you know? Like, I won't say like Rick and Morty is the smartest show ever, like everybody else does, but at the same time, like, it's pretty good. It kind of reminds me of Futurama, which wasn't Futurama also confirmed to be coming back as well? I don't know, is anyone here a Futurama fan? Has Futurama been confirmed to come back as well? Because I know they're bringing back, like, I feel like we're living in the generation where they're bringing back all the shows that were good. In fact, like, did you guys hear that Lucky Star is coming back? Not like the anime, but the manga. The manga artist is apparently going to be doing it in a Kantai collection kind of thing. Kantai collection fan book or something. But it's technically official comics. Like, I was surprised to hear that, like, officially Lucky Star is coming back. Stop watching Futurama? I get you, it's not for everyone, but how come you didn't stop watching it out of curiosity? I know like the later half was just like basically basking in the earlier days. Like they would retell the same joke, but then like go further with it. Like the one where Mr. Farnsworth with like Professor Farnsworth was saying like, I don't want to live on this planet anymore, and he actually left the planet. I felt like the second season or the comeback season of Futurama was enjoyable. Wasn't as good as the first one. Got too deep in the anime rabbit hole. Oh, what anime have you seen? What anime have you seen, friend? I'm surprised you didn't get into Vtuber rabbit hole like everybody else. Vtubers, am I right? Man, Vtubers. I can't wait till Holocure. Holocure is coming out tonight, guys. Ooh, maybe I'll stream like at least 30 minutes of Holocure. I kind of really want to play it on Saturday, but I do want to play a bit here too. So maybe I'll do a bit of Holocure when it comes out. In fact, I'm gonna keep my Twitter open. Give me a second. I'm gonna watch for the release of Holocure. Let me check. I want to keep track of Holocure. Holocure. Let me check. Oh, thank you, Sculio, for the retweet. I saw your retweet. All right, 24 hours, and that was 22 hours ago. 2 more hours. Probably 1 hour and 40 minutes. I'm waiting for it. I'm ready for it, guys. I'm ready for the Holocure. I think that's when I started with My Hero Academia. I like My Hero Academia. I haven't followed it since, but I really enjoy the whole like feel of it. Like it felt like I wouldn't say it felt Western, but it did have like this good mix of a like I don't know how to feel it. This aesthetic of a kind of Western kind of thing. I don't know how to say it really because it's not really the most Western of mangas. I'll leave that to the cowboy mangas, you know? I haven't read much My Hero Academia. I last left off on the intern arc when he became an intern. So I still have a lot to go. I always like, after making my own comic and webtoon, I'm always like, I have a deep respect for manga artists who get things done on weekly. Like, I can probably get things done weekly, but I would have to cancel everything. Waiting on season 6. Yeah, I wouldn't be streaming, I wouldn't be drawing illustrations, like everything would be gone, you know? Forgot what I made her cat ear headphones look like. For those who don't know, like, I had a chapter where Mayo bought cat ear headphones. I did it based off like what I saw in my workplace. I saw a lot of people having those cat ear headphones. It was really popular. Do you guys wear cat ear headphones too? Will Relish make a comeback? Yes, Relish will make a comeback. In fact, like, I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but I do have like a bit of a plan on how to approach the next few chapters. Well, not few chapters, but like 20 chapters or so. Relish in a moment, and Relish is part of it. I always feel bad when I have so many characters because it's hard for me to fit them all. I would love to like have them keep showing up and everything, but the main story is based on Aine, Remy, and Mayo. And their journey into... It's like a coming-of-age story in a way, I guess. Trying to come to terms with making a story. I don't want to spoil it. I have a lot of things like planned, but... they all die in the end. There's a meteor that comes by. The angels awaken. Shinji never got on the robot. Stocking killed Panty. And now they're having a season 2? Did you saw that? Like, I swear, like, going back on it, this is the age of refurbishing things. Like, we are bringing back old anime and cartoons back, right? Like, going off that, Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt is getting a season 2. Just like how Lucky Star is getting republished and coming back again, Panty and Stocking's coming back. I'm waiting for Harui to come back, honestly. It's only a matter of time. Isn't K-On! Getting a new manga? Is it? I thought K-On! Actually had an ending. Let me see. K-On! I gotta reread K-On! I actually didn't get into K-On!, but which is funny because like my story probably feels most like K-On! But I couldn't get into it. I didn't give it a second chance. That was like years ago. I don't see anything about K-On! Though. K-On! Speaking of old things, I was listening to a video. So like, here's the thing: when I'm drawing, I often listen to videos on YouTube, and I let autoplay take me. You know, I think that's the fun thing about like autoplay on YouTube. It could take you all kinds of places. You might find something about cannibalism for some reason. I don't know why, but you might also find things about like things that you never saw. And in this case, I was listening to something about Homestuck. Aine and Yui would be best friends. Remy and Mio. And Mayo and Mugi, I think that's the name. Mugi. They will just like eat cake together. They'll just exist. But yeah, have you guys ever seen Homestuck? Anyone in my chat fans of Homestuck? Like, Homestuck is very old at this point. I don't know if it's still going, honestly. But it was basically like an original webcomic. It got really popular. But what's it called? It got super popular. Never seen it? It was like these gray people. It's about like a game, like some kids playing a game and ended the world, and then aliens got involved and stuff. It was super popular during my time. Like, you would go to Anime Expo and you find people walking around with gray skin color because of them. You know? It was actually super duper popular during the time. But I was listening to the video, and like some people are like rewatching it, especially those who are Homestuck fans, like just to see, and they say it's still as good as they remember it being. I think the thing too is I don't think it's possible to read it nowadays because like they made their whole webcomic in Flash, right? So in order to read it, you actually have to read it through Flash because it has like animations, it has interactivity, and things like that. Which is kind of interesting to see because like you don't see comics in Flash too often, and now that Flash is gone, I don't think you ever will. But there was a lot of potential in it. There we go. I haven't like seen Homestuck myself though. Like, my friends weren't. My friend circle during the time that it was released wasn't into Homestuck, and as I grew up, none of my friend circles or anybody I knew talked about it. It was just really popular on the internet for some reason. Probably had good storytelling. But it was big. Big like these. I'm surprised that Homestuck didn't get a game actually, now I think about it. Homestuck, the video game. Remember Henry Stickmin? You know, I never played it. I played it on Newgrounds, but I didn't play like the newer version. Like I played the was it the original? But I played a version on Newgrounds. And I remember they upgraded it for the, what's it called? But I never actually got through all of them. I played the one with the bank. Oh, I heard my dog. Somebody's gonna deal with it. I thought those games were pretty fun though. The Henry Stickmin, they're like these it comes from an age of Flash games where it was like basically trial and error, where you just click on things until you get it right. Which is like, you know, not a very good way of playing games, but it made sense for Newgrounds because of how it worked, you know? Because like back in Newgrounds, you couldn't really do too much with gameplay. When you look at Newground games, some of them didn't even have like controls. You just had to click things. Just like those dating games on Newgrounds. I won't lie, I did play a couple of those dating games on Newgrounds. I was like, oh. In fact, that's where I learned Love Hina. Like, what's it called? I learned about Love Hina because of that Love Hina dating game. Love Hina dating game. I was like, this is anime. And it became like the first anime I actually watched. Like, I know it's easy to say like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z were all animes, but you know, when you're a kid, you don't say they're anime. You say like, oh, I watched that cartoon kind of thing, right? You don't really, unless you were older, like you were a teenager or somebody like an adult during that time, you don't really acknowledge them like as an anime. So like even though I did see it technically, like my first anime experience was Love Hina. And I love Love Hina because of it. My first Love Hina. We're so high quality, I forgot they were Flash games. Yeah! Like it's crazy. The thing was, you could do a lot in Flash. I wonder what the replacement for is though. Did they ever come up with a replacement for Flash? Because like, I feel like, you know, with Flash being gone, there needs to be something that takes its place. There was a lot of things you could do, and I think there was a lot of fun in having a browser game that you could play. That was a good, like, what's it called? Time killer. You know what that reminds me of though? There was this, okay. So, when I was a wee little lamb, right? Maybe it wasn't Wee Little Lamb. Technically, I don't know. But there was the internet, right? We had internet. Here's the thing. I remember there was this game that was called Slap the Monkey. And people were playing in the classroom or the school library. And they were like snickering to themselves. And I thought like, oh, this is a cute game. I didn't realize what the meaning behind Slap the Monkey was. I didn't realize it had a more sinister meaning. Maybe not even sinister. One second, I'm going to pull up some reference. I forgot what I drew Mayo's headphones to look like. Slap the monkey. Let's see. Where is that chapter? Try to find a chapter where I've shown Mayo's headphones. They released another Webtoon original. I saw it on the front page. Let's see. Where is it? It was around the chapter. It was the extra chapter in between Anime Expo. Let's see. Remember the scary maze game? Yes, I remember the scary maze game. How many people in chat played the scary maze game? I won't spoil it because I want you guys to have a chance to play said scary maze game. You guys should play. Here it is. Alright, just making sure I remember how it looked. There we go. But I remember like, here's the thing, like I thought about like, there was like before the age of the internet, I had a lot of things that I really liked that, you know, I don't know, like lost themselves to time because once you had like video games and the internet, I feel like you lose interest in a lot of things faster. Like there was 3 things I can remember when I was a kid I was obsessed over. They were coins, they were cards, and they were mazes. These 3 things I would love. Like just the shape of coins, the feel of coins, right? I always wanted to make things out of coins. Then there was cards, like trading cards, things like that, and mazes. Like, I need to add one more. Pinball. Have you guys ever been to a pinball, like, or have you guys ever been to an arcade and saw a pinball machine and see someone play really well at it? I remember, that's like one of my vivid memories from an arcade. It was watching this guy play the Star Wars pinball, and he was scoring the high score and going beyond. I couldn't stop watching him, and it got me really into pinball for a while when I was a kid. Like, we had this pinball arcade game, or not arcade game. We had this pinball like computer game. It was really, really cool. And like, I remember all kinds of cool things because like this 3D pinball game was before like a lot of big games came out. So it was like 3D, and then like you could switch boards because like, you know how the boards was like this, but there's like these like bridges that connects you to another board, like Sonic Spinball, right? You hit it, it goes all the way around the world into another board, right? And has its own different features and stuff. I don't remember what that pinball game was called, but it's such a vivid memory. And it really like kicked off my love for pinball games. I haven't like like dive deep into those pinball games. And honestly, like if I could, I would play a pinball game on stream, like a live pinball game. That'd be so much fun. Oh, what if I did that somehow? That'd be really cool. Maybe I should buy a pinball machine. How much does a pinball machine cost? How much does a pinball machine cost? Let's go check on Amazon. I like how Amazon's like the go-to for anything. Pinball machine for adults full size. This one's like a baby. The Star Wars pinball game is only $600? Is this the same Star Wars pinball game though? This is not the same one. This is like a cheap version of it. The one I know had a lot of bells and whistles to it. Give me a second, guys. I know you guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing, but I'm just curious to see. I just want to see how much does a pinball machine cost. Have you seen those things though in Walmart? Like those arcade machines? Is this really it? Let me check. I don't know anything about Star Wars except the pinball game. This is like my what's it called? My only thing I know of Star Wars. Let me see.
Guys, today we're gonna
don't listen to that, guys. Yeah, this is not the same pinball game. Well, that's cool though. It's like it's a digital pinball. It's not even a real ball. What? Walmart has like arcade machines. My Walmart does, but they're like really, really small. Like they're my size small. You know? They're like if Alan LaFell was to play on the arcade machine standing up. That's how big they are. I think big people are supposed to like crouch at them. But they were like, I think they were like $200, $300. They weren't so bad. And the interesting thing about it was that it was games that were actually from arcades. It's not like, oh, let's toss in this arcade look-alike game. Like it looks like Galaga, right? But it's actually the full arcade game. The one I remember the most is the Simpsons game because I loved that Simpsons game growing up. I loved the Simpsons arcade game. Whenever I found it in arcades, I loved to play it. I'm surprised they haven't brought it back on Steam or something, you know? But yeah, what's it called? They had like that. They had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They had the Capcom collection where it had like Galaga and what's it called? Galaga, Pac-Man, and all that stuff. Let me see. Like Pokemon Pinball? Yeah, Pokemon Pinball was so fun and unique. I'm kind of sad that Pinballs is a very underutilized kind of game. Like, when was the last time we got a good pinball game? Like, the one I remember the most, and is still fond of, is Sonic Spinball. Like, Sonic Spinball is such a good, unique touch to the pinball formula. I know it's like a very old game, and I don't know how many people here know Sonic Spinball, but it was unique because in between like the pinball parts, there was platforming parts where you actually had to play as Sonic, right? So you had to jump around and stuff. Let's see. Give me a second. I need to come up with an outfit for Mayo. Need to come up with an outfit for Mayo. You know Sonic Spinball? Like, I know it was clunky and everything, but it was actually really good. Unique too, that's a big thing. Like, the one thing I really like about it was how unique it played. Did they ever bring back Sonic Spinball? Like, I feel like in the Sonic Mega Collections and all that stuff, they need to bring back Sonic Spinball because it was such a unique thing that I feel like it's worth showing like newer generations about it. If I was a game designer, I'd probably make a pinball game. We're gonna make it adventuring pinball. Isekai'd into another land as a pinball. Wait, I could make a comic about that. Nobody made a comic about that, right? I was isekai'd to another world as a pinball master. Have you guys heard the what's it called, the mobile game World Flipper? I really liked that game, but it stopped working for me, so I never got a chance to play it again. It's basically a pinball gacha game. It's actually really good. It's done by the same people who did Grand Blue 2. Not Grand Blue 1, Grand Blue 2. The games that never got released. Grand Blue 2. Electric Boogaloo. Maybe I should go back and try to see if I can fix that problem. Like, for some reason, I can't get my World Flipper to work. Who wants to play the gacha game with me? Gacha, gacha, gacha. Ike! Oh, maybe I should play some Sonic Spinball on stream. Now that I'm talking about pinball, I really want to play a pinball game. Actually, speaking of wanting to play a game, I kind of wanted to actually play a game today. I was kind of burned out on drawing. So I was considering playing a game, but in the end I decided just to draw. Sometimes you gotta stick to your guts and gotta, what's it called, get things done. Especially with as much things I need to get done. But if I was gonna play, I want to play Cult of the Lambs. Speaking of which, I did play a bit of Cult of the Lambs outside of stream, and I had a very good successful run, right? But let me show you. Let me show you. So let me turn off the music really quick. Let me turn it off. So because I was playing Cult of the Lamb, I ended up having to make a sacrifice to make sure somebody's body didn't go to waste. So where is it? There it is. I thought we could celebrate in the sacrifice together. So here you guys go. Witness the sacrifice. Witness my power. Oh, that's loud. Let me turn it down. There you go. Look, somebody got ascended. Yahoo! Yahoo! Let the sacrifice be complete. You can see who got sacrificed and everything. I was choosing carefully, but I chose Kelpie. Yahoo! Yahoo! Ascend, young child, ascend! Good thing we got the meat too. We're gonna eat them later. Yeah. I thought we should celebrate the sacrifice together. Since we are all sheepies. Mayo has a floating phone, yeah? That's just how it be sometimes. That's just how it be. Here we go. So, we lost our first Kelpie. Well, I gotta look at the setting because I was listening to someone else play Kelpie, no. I was listening to somebody else play Cult of the Lambs, but it turned out like if you do the raffle, apparently those who win the raffle could only choose once. So I gotta go back into the settings and see if I can make it so people who win the raffle could win multiple times, because I think I can understand it for big streams that have like 1,000 people, but for our little stream, I feel like we need to make it so like you guys could do it twice or 3 times or over and over. In fact, let's have a whole cult of Kelpies. I'll have to figure it out later though. There we go. Give like an overall look to Mayo. You couldn't tell, I thought overalls was a cute look for Mayo. Maybe I'll just give her like her default hair. In fact, let's give her a ponytail too. Everybody else gets a ponytail. Why not Mayo? You know? For those who are wondering what Mayo's hair works like, it's basically like, it's like a multi-layered hair. So it's like she has her hair like this, right? But then underneath it goes down like a braid. You never see the braid part though. You never actually see the other part. So we're gonna make it into a ponytail for today. I try to make it as known as possible that she has longer hair than she looks, because oftentimes you only look at her side hair. There you go. My hair is up here, guys. Let's see. Little known fact, Mayo is once hired for the CIA. To this day, no one speaks of Operation Mayo. May Site 12 rest in peace. Mayo is like a secret sleeper agent. Like once her code word is said, that's when she activates. Sleeper agents go. In fact, I have a lot of those in my chat. Like some of you guys are sleeper agents, so the moment I say something, you guys will activate. Like your brain will start like rotating, your eyes will start glowing, your throat will start vomiting. It'll be great. I'm say-so, guys. I'm super say-so, chat. You guys think I'd say so, right? But going off the Cult of the Lamb thing, the thing was I was playing the game offline or off stream, but I was wondering about it because like I was wondering like should I play this on stream? Because I really wanted to kind of like play it a bit. So I was thinking about it and I was weighing over 3 things. 1, I would not stream it, like me playing it offline, especially if it's like a grind. Like imagine if I do a Pokemon Nuzlocke thing, I would probably do all the grinding outside of stream. But 2, also the, what's it called? I was wondering if I should stream it. Like a guerrilla stream, or if 3, I should record it, you know? I've been weighing over those options for quite some time. So, if I did a record stream versus a stream, which one would you guys like to see in terms of that? Like if I was to do Cult of the Lamb and if you guys wanted to see what I was doing offline, would you guys want me to just stream on a guerrilla time? So it's like stream on this really strange time, like maybe in the afternoon? Or would you guys like to just me to record it and then just post it on YouTube? YouTube exclusive content! Alan, that's YouTube exclusive! Twitch is gonna get mad! Oh, I heard about Twitch actually allowing YouTube streams or something like that for partnerships. I found that interesting. I'm curious to hear from you, chat, though. This is your experience, this is your story, and I'm just part of it. Titus, this is your story. Oren, I love you. I love you too, Titus. Did you know his name was Titus the whole time? Oh my gosh, until like, because in Final Fantasy X, they never voiced the character's name because you could change the character's name. And being the dork I am, I always named him like after me, so Alan. But then like when it got to the later games, they finally acknowledged that yes, his name is Titus, which was pronounced Titus and not Titus. I always thought it was Titus for the longest time. Like his official name was Titus. Titus the Midas. Titus Auritus. Titus, tidy your room. Tidy your room, Tidius. McTitus. I like how Final Fantasy X's kind of claim to fame is the famous ha 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 scene. Ha 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 ha. What are you doing? I'm laughing. Oh, why? That's my Yuna impression. I want to learn to do impressions better. Speaking of Final Fantasy though, I was thinking of doing like this is like some, like I have a lot of future plans. Like I have a lot of future plans for fun. And one of my future plans for fun is doing like a 1-game marathon, like 1 series marathon. So Final Fantasy was one of those. Like I wanted to do a Final Fantasy marathon where all my streams, except for my drawing streams, because my drawing streams are very important and I need to make sure I always draw. Like, what's it called? All my drawings, all my streams will be just Final Fantasy games. So I'll start off with like Final Fantasy 1, and maybe I'll do a drawing. Maybe I'll do a drawing for whatever game I'm playing. So Final Fantasy 1 would be the first one, and Final Fantasy 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I wish I finished that game. It's a really good game, honestly. I enjoyed the Final Fantasy 10 game. I really like the progression in it too with the whole sphere system, because you see that in other games now. Like, one second, I gotta. You see that in a lot of games like Path of Exile and like I forgot what else, but like there's another game that had that. But yeah, it's a very good system. The idea of your character being ambiguous in terms of roles, and you build it for whichever role you want. Other than like 10 Final Fantasy 7 remakes, I only played one of them. In fact, I'll probably just do the original Final Fantasies. I do have Final Fantasy Remake, but I haven't gotten around to playing it. Hey, maybe that could be a stream thing. That's a smart idea. That's a smart idea, Schoolio. Playing Final Fantasy 7 Remake on stream, even though I never played the original Final Fantasy 7. I didn't wish it with you. I don't know. was also thinking about doing that with the Zelda games. The problem with that though is like some of the Zelda games are a little bit harder to stream. Like Winds of Gamelon. Wands of Gamelon? I would even play those. Like I would play, if I was to do like a stream like that where I play every single game in a series, I would do that in a row. Like I would do it from beginning to end. Maybe I could do a Zelda-a-thon though. If I did a Zelda-a-thon, I could play it until Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. Ben drown on stream. Speaking of Zelda, Ben drowning, and video games, I was wondering what your guys' takes on ROMs or ROM hacking. Like I was considering playing some ROM hacks on stream too, because like what's it called? There's a lot of cool ROM hacks. And I think that it's a lot of fun just to see what people have created. Would you guys be interested in seeing those kind of things? Like say Zelda Parallel Towers, what's it called? Master Quest, I forgot what it's called, like the Ocarina of Time Kaizo thingy. Masters of Time. I know some of those games are a little bit too like buggy, but I know like some of them are really well built. Maybe I'll play Parallel Towers again. I really enjoyed Parallel Towers when I played it. It was really good. I do want to like try some Super Mario 64 ROM hacks. Like Ghost from Pokemon? Yeah, something like that. Like basically where you take a familiar game and you modify it. Like there's a lot of things like that. Like Kaze Emulator or Kaze Emanuar does a lot of things like that. Like if you ever seen his ROM hacks, it feels like he's literally making a sequel to like all the games that he's doing. So like his Mario 64 ROM hacks are so well detailed. I know some of them get ridiculously hard too, because technically like part of the reason why some games are easier than ROM hacks is because, you know, they actually have playtesters who actually don't know the game, so you just call them mods. Back in my day, we called them ROM hacks. Yeah, we called them ROM hacks back in my day. Technically, they are mods. Oh, and you know what is the best game to mod? Have you guys played Half-Life? Half-Life has some of the best mods. In fact, like, I want to play 7 co-op on stream, and I want you guys to join me, as long as you guys don't like say bad things in chat. Like 7 co-op is like one of my favorite co-op games. I love 7 co-op. Maybe I should find, maybe I could do that. I'm gonna maybe call out for a collab on the Vtuber Discord. I want to see if anyone wants to play 7 co-op with me. That way you can reminisce and bask in nostalgia. Half-Life was good too. I'll be honest though, I actually never beat in Half-Life normally. I always cheated in Half-Life. Back when I was younger, I wasn't a gamer. I was a cheater. Left 4 Dead stream, yeah! I was thinking of doing that too, like a Left 4 Dead 2 collab. I was just gonna like put it out on the, what's it called? On the Discord. I gotta start using my Discord more. Are you guys interested in joining a Discord if I have one? Because I already have one. You guys want to join me on said Discord? Kind of want to make Remy's outfit slightly different from what she normally wears. Make it so it's like a shorter shirt with a long shirt underneath. There we go. In fact, let's make it shorter. Who likes to wear shorts? I wear shorts. Ravioli, don't lose my carioli. I could join the stream, but I don't use Discord. It's okay. I could get that. Just like how I refuse to use TikTok. I know, like, I've been watching a lot of videos about like growing and all that stuff about being a streamer. And I think the big one I keep seeing recommended is to like make a TikTok. And I keep thinking to myself, do I really need to sell my soul to TikTok? I'm not too interested in TikTok, honestly. Like, part of the reason I like Twitter is because there's a lot of pictures on there, like of artists that I follow. And even like, what's it called? The VTubers I follow are also on there. But TikTok, I don't know who I'm gonna find there, honestly. It'll just be me there just to kind of work on advertising. I don't want my thing to devolve to that. Speaking of which, for those who who follow my Twitter, you may have noticed a message I posted earlier that said like, I don't, for as much as I talk on my streams, I don't talk as much on my Twitter. I want to change that. I'm kind of curious. What do you guys talk about on Twitter? I need my sheepies to kind of guide me here. How do the cool kids talk on Twitter? How do we talk on Twitter? Because I'm kind of curious if I can make it so I can start posting regularly. I want to start talking normally, like a normal person. Memes? Oh, you're right. Maybe I should just draw a meme every time. Like, my only way of talking on Twitter is if someone like sets himself up for a pun. For example, I'm pretty proud of this post. Let me show you. So for those who've seen the new Pokemon, you know of the new Pokemon Cloth, right? For those who've seen the newest Pokemon, you know Cloth, which is like the giant rock crab Pokemon. Literally a rock crab. It's literally a rock crab. Which is funny because like it's a rock type crab Pokemon. So here's the picture I saw, right? I'll show you my Twitter really quick. Okay. Let me show you. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Alright. So do you see my screen? So here's the post. Somebody posted this, right? It says here, found this guy walking around the backyard yesterday. Twitter plug, yeah, Twitter plug. Did you throw it in the water? That's not a cloth. That's a cloth, not a crabby. It can't swim. And my favorite, my pun I replied was, he's going to be crabby when he gets out. Get it? Get it? Do you guys get it? You know, he's gonna be crabby, right? He's gonna be crabby when he gets out. You know, crabby. Somebody needs to laugh at my joke. I'm feeling insecure. I'm feeling quirky. Somebody. But yeah, I want to learn to talk on Twitter that doesn't just rely on puns and stuff. Because I see a lot of people just like make like what's it called? Twitter posts, and some of them like don't even make sense. I think I saw someone's Twitter post which was like literally just like 5 letters, and they weren't even like cohesive. I'm thinking to myself like I need to start socializing. I need to start touching grass. Internet grass, of course, not real grass. Real grass is scary. I don't know how touch grass became a meme though. You guys ever touch grass? I touch grass every morning when I have to take the dogs out for a walk. Well, you know what's interesting too? Like going back on Twitter, like I follow a lot of artists on Twitter, right? So like I follow a lot of artists, and sometimes it surprises me sometimes when like the artist I'm following suddenly like posts lewds, or at least has like a lewd sub account, you know? It feels weird, honestly. Not to like shame them or anything, but like it becomes like a brand thing, you know? You know them for something, then they do that. It's like, what if I started posting lewds? It'll be a very weird experience, you know? Opening lewd commissions, $200 each. My whole setup was that way I could start selling my lewds, guys. Lewd drawings. $500, guys. Read it and weep. Full house. There we go. You're a wholesome artist? Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, wouldn't it be weird if I started posting like stuff like that? There we go. Let's go ahead and start inking. Though I do want to start like trying like exploring gore and what's it called? Horror. Like, let me see. I made it just one drawing, and I find horror to be kind of fun. Let me go find that drawing one more time. Let me see, where did I post it? I think it was here somewhere. Where did it go? Give me a second. There's this one drawing I made. So somebody like made a challenge saying like, hey, draw a face on this Dora, the Explorer, right? Let me show you what I did. So here's the original picture. Let me share with you guys. Let me share with you guys what it was originally, right? So here's what the challenge was, right? Let me find my screen. Give me a second. Da 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 da. See, so it was this, right? It's basically draw a face on Dora, give Dora a new face, and I did this. Like, I gotta have fun with horror stuff. I'm not a good horror artist because I haven't practiced it, but it was kind of fun. So I'm thinking like it reminded me of Naoki Saito. Naoki Saito, for those who don't know, they do a lot of Pokemon art as well as a lot of Dragalia Lost art. They were the main artists for Dragalia Lost, and he talked about a lot about how he used to be a horror artist. He used to draw like a lot of scary things. Dora.exe, yeah. He used to draw like a lot of scary things, right? And it was interesting because he went from doing that to drawing cute stuff. Like if you ever look up Saito Naoki stuff, that made a link. Yeah, I'm surprised. If you ever look at Naoki Saito stuff, you'll see how cute his art is. His art is really cute. But he talked about how he didn't want to do horror art anymore, which is why he ended up doing like these like cute anime stuff, and he got really good at it. That just goes to show you guys could do anything. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, guys. What do you guys always want to do? What is that? You want to do music? Believe in yourself. Just gotta have faith. There we go. Tiny has one heck of a forehead. Look at that forehead. She has forehead for days. Never understood why forehead is such a bad thing. I mean, I guess if you had a reclining hairline, I can see why that might be bad, but like when people say like her forehead is huge, I don't think that's bad. It's just cute. I could land an airplane on that. Let me tell you about foreheads, guys. There you go. There. Just making small choice or changes. Going off the earlier conversation about video games and stuff, I'm kind of curious. What kind of games are you guys curious to see me do or play? Or what kind of streams are you curious about? Like I want to try to expand my content, and I want to hear what you guys want to say. Like I've been expanding my content based on what I want to try to do, but I also want to hear from viewers. You guys have anything specific you guys always want to see? Whether it's art or video games? Like Alan drawing blindfolded, or video game Metal Wolf Chaos. Oh, Metal Wolf Chaos was such a thing. I just love Metal Wolf Chaos's concept. I haven't played it myself, and I know I can now because it's on Steam, but still, just the idea of Metal Wolf Chaos. Mr. President, your meeting is at 12 o'clock. Tell them to cancel that meeting because I'm going to be dishing out a serving of America. You dare stand on the soils of America? That game is so patriotic. I love it. Let me see. How do you do this kind of pose? It's like that, I think. So you're crossing the fingers over. Has anyone here seen Metal Wolf Chaos? It's like Metal Gear, except, what's it called? Not Metal Gear. It's like Metal Gear going too far. Let me see. I'm always bad at this pose. The one where it's like twisting your fingers together and stretching. You know that pose I am talking about. Yeah. No? It's something interesting to look at. Even if you're just watching the cutscenes, because it's like so unabashedly American. And the funniest thing about it, it's made by a Japanese studio. It's a very cool game too. It's like a mech game, right? Wait, I think the reason why it looks like this is because the thumb should be upside down. Maybe I won't do this pose because I don't know how to do this pose. Let me see. Let me pull out... No, that wouldn't help. I don't know how to make that pose. Let me see. Maybe I'll do this one where it's like spread it out a little bit. Mr. President, you're needed in your office. Cancel that meeting. Why doesn't our president have a mech? I'm just saying. We live in the year 2026 and we still don't have a president with a mech yet. What are we doing as a global society? Mr. President! Let's see. Let me think about how I'm gonna do this pose. Something like this, where it's kind of twisting into itself. You know, I was hoping that I would finish this faster. That way I could get to the Pomu drawing and the Ina drawing and all the other drawings that I was supposed to get done. Oh, I'm so behind, guys. Being an artist is so... Sometimes you just put too many things on your plate, you know? And that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got here. Alan being off task? I don't know if I was being off task. It was just more on being on task. It's just I've been bringing too many on task, you know? It's like I was very productive in all the wrong ways. Like it's like I still have things to finish, but it's like, oh yes, I can do this commission for you. Or oh yes, I am gonna stream. Am I really off task? You know, I was gonna make a chapter about that though. Like, it was a very future chapter, and the thing was, I was never planning to become a VTuber, like, initially. It just became, there was a lot of circumstances of things, and somehow I became a VTuber. I was just gonna be a regular sheep, but I was gonna have a chapter, spoilers, where Aine watched a VTuber, and she's like, Remy, let's be a VTuber! Who wants to be the female voice for my Aine VTuber? I still want to get the Ikaman Allen kind of thing down. You know what I mean? Like, I still have the drawings from last time I did it, but I want to get those like ready and processed. That way I can make them into a VTuber model. Can you imagine that? Let me see if I can find it. This one. Ikaman Allen. Right? I could be right here. Can you imagine this handsome face talking to you? Here, let me go and get it set up as if I was. Alright. Let's put you right here. Let me practice my Ikaman Allen. Hey guys, how are you doing tonight? I hope you guys are having a wonderful night. We're just gonna enjoy ourselves drawing here. Just gonna work on our drawings. I think it's kind of fun, you know, trying to draw things on stream with you guys. It's really good. Ikaman. Boop. I'll decide to get that done for channel redemption points. I think you're starting to see though where Aine and Remy get the whole off-tasking from. Off-task is actually based off a real story. Not necessarily though, not necessarily. But a lot of it does come from experience. And I think a lot of people could relate to that. The fact that off-task is like a lot of people's experience with stuff. That's what I wanted to do with Offtask. Offtask was supposed to be like this relatable thing where people say, like, think to themselves, like, oh my gosh, that did happen to me. I hope that I'm getting through to people for that. It's hard to tell sometimes. I hope you guys are feeling that moments like, oh, I had a moment like that, or tee. Especially if you don't have your own Remy and you're the Aine in your story, or the Mayo of your own story. Speaking of own story, I don't know how many people here are experienced with Twitch, but like I know I talked about this before too. I too get dragged by a bear in my sleeping bag. Yeah, that's super relatable. You're telling me that never happened to you? What kind of life are you living? But going back on it, one second. I gotta clean my screen. It's starting to feel a little greasy because of my oil fingers. Wait, I almost put hand sanitizer. Alright. What was I gonna say though? Speaking of that, oh yeah, speaking of that, for those who are experienced with Twitch, I'm kind of curious. I know like September is subathon month or something like that. So like there's a special deal for it. So like it costs less for subbing. But I've seen people starting up a subathon. I'm kind of curious what kind of things I could do because I want to try to do a subathon. I was hoping to do one this year, just for fun, just to see, like, challenge myself to stream for a long period of time. But the problem is, like, I don't think my daily schedule allows it. So I was thinking of doing like a week subathon where it's like I streamed the whole week for it. Is the floor clean or is the soap dirty? I think it's dirty because the thing is, dirt refers to a foreign substance that's not supposed to be there. And in this case, if you put soap on the floor, it becomes a foreign substance. Because it's not soap that belongs down there. Look at Alan being smart. It's almost as if he got a degree. Ugh. Where's my Alan Dumb emotes, guys? This is like the perfect time to spam Alan Dumb. I need my Alan Dumbs in the chat. You can buy it for channel points. I'll do the Alan Dumb though. I'll start the Alan Dumb train. There we go. Alan Dumb it up. You know, I found it interesting when I was listening to a like this video. Like I was listening to one video about like how to grow as a VTuber, and I found it interesting because like it led to autoplay on a lot of how to grow stuff. And usually when I'm drawing, I don't pause that. I just let it go because if I break my concentration, then I won't be able to draw. So when I was drawing earlier the thumbnails, or at least finishing up the thumbnails, I was listening to some of those videos. And I think one of those videos said like, it's important to learn how to talk to yourself at 0 viewers, because technically when you get to 1,000 viewers or more, your chat goes so fast, it's almost as if you're looking at 0 viewers. I found that interesting. Some of the things you learn from these videos. It makes sense though when you think about it. So if you notice too, I changed Remy's eyebrow design again. I'm very indecisive when it comes to Remy's eyebrows. You put so many Alan Dumbs, it broke chat. Did it? Wait, did you actually put Alan Dumbs? I don't see it. I see no Alan Dumbs. You lie to me. Wait, let me go check on the Holocure update. Maybe they released 1 hour early. I'm waiting for it, guys. I'm waiting. I need my Holocure. It's almost there. Almost there, guys. There we go. I see it. Good job, Schoolio. You learned. You learned. All right. I'm just checking right now. My bad, guys. I'm checking right now if HoloCure came out yet. All right, for sure. Kelpie, you just came back for that. For sure, we'll stream an extra 30 or 40 minutes because I kind of want to play some HoloCure. I know I have a HoloCure on Saturday, but we're gonna do a HoloCure today. The first message? Did you? I didn't realize it can break chat like that. Oh, you Scolio. You're gonna break my chat. You're gonna mind break them. Don't ask me where I learned that. I learned that from Finana. Finana taught me that term. I'm say so. Oh. Cheap oomph. You know what's funny? Like, what's it called? Technically, there's like 2 games that are coming out at the same time today, but I bought my game on Amazon, so I'm waiting for it to be delivered tomorrow. So that's why I'm not going to be doing Splatoon 3 as soon as it comes out. But HoloCure is a downloadable game, so... Oh, hey! Thank you for the follow! I'm so embarrassed, Tiki. How are you doing there, Neem? Welcome, welcome! Everyone give Neem a big welcome. If you get a dum-dum, do you get dumber? If you get smarter, do you get smarter? Questions, age-old questions. You know what that reminded me of though, your statement? It reminded me of this very old commercial for Tootsie Roll Pops. It's like the, how many licks does it get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Or no, it doesn't even say 3, it's like chomp. In fact, I need to lower Ida a bit. She's a little high on life right now. There we go. Gotta lower Ida separately. There we go. He does say 3? Oh, he does say 3. I'm finally awake. Remember to follow? That's good. For a lot of people, it's nighttime, so it makes sense. I was actually considering changing stream hours, like to see what's it called, if that helps. I always feel bad because like I know like a lot of people are usually sleeping during this time. 3. I hope you're having a wonderful day though, Neem. Sometimes these old commercials though, I swear. I feel like these old commercials were so full of life, but they were so quirky. Oh no, I'm doing the old Alan bit again. What is sleep? It's that thing that people don't normally get. Which is funny because like, as hard as I work, I still get my normal amount of sleep. Like I usually work until midnight and I wake up at like 7 AM to pretty much get back to work. But technically 7 hours of sleep is normal and actually recommended. So technically I'm still getting the right amount of sleep. Do you guys get the right amount of sleep? How much sleep do you guys get? Are you guys sleepers? I mean, like, I have a story about that too. So I had another streaming friend back long ago when I used to stream on a different channel, Sleep is for the Weak, and he told me about his sleeping schedule because he said he doesn't sleep at night, right? What he does do is he power naps throughout the day. And what he does is he sleeps certain amount of times until it adds up to 8 hours. So it's like maybe in the morning he might take a 2-hour nap, in the afternoon a 1-hour nap, later on a 3-hour nap, then after that he gets a 2-hour nap again towards the night, right? And he said how his body was so adjusted to that he was able to pretty much get by with just power napping like that. Which kind of begs the question, I don't know why he needed to do it like that, but it was how his body worked. And I think it was because he was in college too, so. But I can't imagine doing a sleep schedule like that. That's pretty much what you do? How do you do it? Like, I tried to do naps like that, but oftentimes it's not that my nap gets long, it's my nap stays short. Like, I take naps only when I really need to, but the most I could ever take a nap for is 1 hour. The most common amount of time I take a nap for is actually 30 minutes. So I can't sleep for longer than 30 minutes, honestly. My body is weak, my mind unwilling. Snarf, snarf. I do think it is one of those things you train your body in, though. It's like weightlifting. It's called sleep waiting. You like my puns? I should make a emote. Whenever I make a pun, that's when you guys use the emote. And no, not Alan Dumb. Take a nap and wake up not knowing exactly what day it is. It reminds me of this time where... So, I was like, there was this one time I was just sleeping, and I was sleeping in, but I woke up at like, I forgot what time it was. I think it was 7 o'clock. And a lot, don't Alan Tum now. A lot of times, there was a lot of noise going on outside, and there was like explosions going off, the ground was shaking, all that stuff. And when I peeked out the window, the sky was orange. I thought the world was ending, and my reaction to it was, if the world is ending right now, I better go back to sleep. That way I don't feel pain when I die. And I went back to sleep. I mean, it may not sound normal that there's explosions happening a lot, but actually in my area, there's actually a lot of explosions that happen in my area. Gee, Ellen, why is that? That's a weird thing. Don't worry about it. I'm used to it. It's kind of sad too, because like sometimes like kids start crying when the explosion happens. That's dark. It could be a little dark, but you know, it's optimistic in a way. The world's ending, so I might as well go back to sleep. I mean, I guess I gotta bang out of that one. Pun Allen emote. Go. You know, I gotta find some more energetic music. While this is good music, I feel like I'm always more energized than the song takes. In fact, let me go switch the song. I need something. Fireworks? No, it's not fireworks actually. It's actual bombs. Heh. Let me go put some music. I want something energetic. There we go. No, this is some, what's it called? Let's go. No, that's like pondering music. No, let's go with this one. There we go. This one's like, this is more my kind of line of music because it's like, it has a happy beat to it, happy and jumpy beat to it, but it's also calm and relaxing in a way, just like my streams. There we go. Speaking of streaming, which has nothing to do with streaming, honestly. So, I have this funny story that happened with my dog recently. So, we were returning this item, right? Someone walks in on the stream playing heavy metal. Yeah. So, I have a dog, and what happened with my dog was we were packing this package to return back to Amazon. So, you know how like you need to have like scissors, you need to have like some tape, all that stuff. Well, we were using a knife. And let me tell you, my dog, like my little puppy dog, right? He saw the knife and he picked it up and started running around with it. He's a little puppy and everything, and it was like the most adorable little thing. But gosh, that was dangerous. He was running around like Sith from Dark Souls. He was like Repeat from Tales of Vesperia. He was running around with his like little happy self at full speed with a knife in his mouth. Then he did it with the tape. He grabbed the tape afterwards and started running around with it. This little puppy, I swear. Nobody ever told me that taking care of a puppy would be this difficult. I should have recorded it or took a picture of it, but oftentimes in those situations, you don't ever like say like, oh, I gotta record it. Aw. He's cute. He's cute, but he tries to bite my hand all the time. He's like, he's out for blood, I tell you sometimes. Do you guys have incidents like that? How many people here actually have a dog out of curiosity? Do you guys have dogs? Do I have a dog? Do I have 2 dogs? I do have 2 dogs. Anybody here in chat have dogs? And if you do have a dog, have you ever had an incident like that where your dog ran around with a gun? This is why you gotta keep your guns in gun safes, guys. The only memorable pet I had was a lobster. That's interesting. I saw people have pets like that too. Which I feel kind of bad because like the ones in Red Lobster always look so sad and depressed. It's not because like they know they're gonna be cooked. It's more that their environment, their fish tank, doesn't look like it's well kept. But I think that's interesting that you have a pet like lobster. I always wanted to have like a sea pet, but the thing was like cleaning up the cleaning up a fish tank seems like a pain. Especially when they shed their skin. Do you have to pull the shed skin out of the water? Wish you had a pet axolotl. Are those allowed? I know, what's it called? I know Pekora recently. Pekora from Hololive got a monkey. But I know in order for you to like get pets like that, you need to have an exotic pet license. Like you can't just pick a monkey up and say, this is my pet now. Granted, my grandpa owned a farm and he lived near a forest. So he went into the forest and he just brought back a monkey. And it was just his pet monkey until he attacked my mom. Like when he was a kid, or when my mom was a kid. When Mama Sheep was a kid, Grandpa's pet monkey attacked her, so he had to send it back to the forest. They basically make a replica? That's cool. It looked like a lemur or a monkey, wasn't it? I thought it was a lemur or a monkey. It was like some sort of like primate creature though. Let me take a look at it. Like when I was looking at it, the head shape did not look like anything that would be not a monkey. Let me see. Pekora's monkey. It's basically a bush baby. That's what it says. Ah! Ah! It's Pekora! Monkey scare you? I could get that. Let me see. Oh, Pekora! Congratulations! Yay! Added a new family member! Yay, yay, yay! Imagine having a pet hyena. I think pet hyenas are technically too wild for it. For animal or to be a pet. That's a very exotic animal though. Wait, what is this? I'm reading the comments. They live for 4 years in the wild and then 10 years as a pet. Watch itself with its piss and scream at night. Good luck. Peko, 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 peko. I think that's interesting though, isn't it? Like, people are saying it's nocturnal, which makes sense. Kinda want a ferret? Ferrets always seem scary. Because I heard like ferrets, there was like a story of a ferret that attacked a baby because it was attracted to the baby pheromones. Like it was like, baby. And it started like biting the baby's face. Like apparently like ferrets eat babies, I didn't know that. Or was that a different animal? I forgot what it was. Oh, the dream is ruined? Just don't have a baby forehead. Do they still do the forehead emote? Who here is into Twitch culture? Do you guys still do foreheads? Like I remember like people would say that, where it's like, hey guys, or it's like whenever like making a witty comment, it's like, just eat it, forehead. Because it's like supposed to be like a big brain. I mean like it's just like Kappa. Kappa used to be like super big, and then they're like Pog, and then like Ranker Z, all that stuff. I don't know if people still use those emotes. There you go, like that face, see? Look at you, Lucas. You know what I'm talking about with the Twitch culture. Twitch culture it up. Let's get PogChamps in here, guys. PogChamps. Alan Pogs. Like, whenever I used to, like, watch Twitch TV streams, I used to, like, kappa after every sentence. Because everything I said was, like, sarcastic. I used to be, like, the most sarcastic person ever. Thank you, Kelpie. We need to make an Alan Pog emote. They still haven't improved my emotes! Just improve my emotes already, Twitch! They're so cute! I wanna just heh it up in chat. How much would could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? None. He sells seashells by the seashore. It reminded me of those like Niji-sanji kind of events, as well as those Hololive events where it's like they play a game of telephone and it's between the English people and the Japanese people. So it's like the people in English can speak it clearly, but the people in Japanese tend to mutter it. Especially like Miko. Miko has such a baby talk. Nah. Same with Luna. Luna had like such a baby talk, but she doesn't baby talk as much as I remember recently. Who would have thought being a baby is so popular? Would you guys like it if I do a baby talk? Or talk like with ooh-woos? Ooh-woo. Hey guys, ooh-woo. It's me, Alan LaFellwoo. I'm just drawing ya. Do you wanna watch ya? Paste channel points for that, guys. 1,500 channel points for me to talk in ooh language. I mean, 1,500 for channel points. Ooh. Okay, I can't do it. Like, I was watching Gura do it, and then like she made it look so easy whenever she did the ooh talk. Don't look at me like that. I have no shame. Still waiting on that Holocure update. Just update it, please. Did you guys used to talk like that on the internet? Like, do you guys talk differently on internet and text messages than you do in real life? Like, I know when I text somebody and I chat with somebody in real life, they're two completely different things. Like, when I type semi-professionally. And when I say semi-professionally, I fluff it up a lot. Like, for those who remember my Chuny talk when I was doing Fall Guys, I often do a lot of that when I was whenever I do a type up. That's how I got A's on all my essays back in college, Sheep College. It's because I'm really good at fluffing things up. I'm just gonna fluff. I'm gonna fluff it. Yeah. There we go. 1 trillion channel points for Alan to drink water. Hydrate. Here's the thing, guys, though. I don't have water on my desk. It's right behind me. It's on the desk behind me. I have multi-desk drifting right now. I have 2 desks. And there's nothing you can do about it. That was a meme for a while too, wasn't it? Multi-track drifting. Like the train drafting on 2 tracks. Getting a little tired, but I want to try to stay up for Holocure. Out of curiosity, has anyone in chat played Holocure? Who here in chat played Holocure before? Have you guys ever heard of Holocure? Maybe I'll play a bit of Holocure. Okay, how about this? Because I'm antsing to get this update, I'll do a bit of Holocure. Probably, we'll end 10 minutes before. We'll end drawing 10 minutes before the 9 o'clock mark, and we'll do a bit of runs of Holocure. That way I could build up some money for the gacha. because I kind of want to do a bit of Holic here today, just to try out the new update. Not me. It's pretty fun. Have you guys ever played Vampire Survivor? Has anyone in chat played Vampire Survivor before? Like, I know Vampire Survivor is like based off a phone game that did something like it, but honestly Vampire Survivor kind of popularized it in a way. But for those who don't know what Vampire Survivor is, it's basically like a bullet hell game, except you're the bullet hell. Why bullet hell when you can be the bullet hell? You know? It's actually really cool. And there's like, it's really intricate with upgrade system. Played a lot of games. I think Vampire Survivor was a cool game too for the price that it's worth. I think it was only like $2-3. So, if you guys ever want a game that will eat up a lot of your time, play Vampire Survivor. It's very arcadey too. I think that's a lost art in game creation, especially with like large publishers. Like creating a game that feels arcadey, where it feels like even though you beat in the game once, you want to go back and try it again, you know? Like I know roguelikes are essentially that, where it's like, it's basically like the idea that you can go back and play the game and get a different experience. But at the same time, I kind of want to see more different games like that. Galaga 2? Yeah, Galaga 2. Galaga 2 would be cool. Galaga 2 roguelike. Like roguelike is just an evolution of arcade games. Convince me otherwise. The only thing with roguelikes is that it's not, you don't have to pay every time. Can you imagine if they had online arcades where you had to pay every time? Well, speaking of which though, like I know like there was a chapter, or there was a hiatus comic where I did make it based off of arcade, where the characters go in and they play a crane game instead of actually playing any arcade games. Part of the reason I did that actually was because I saw there was like this really cool site where you could actually play crane games online. I kind of wanted to give it a try, but crane games are such a scam. I imagine an online crane game is much bigger scam. Like people actually won prizes from it and everything, but it's just that the idea of winning a crane game in the first place is like so difficult. It's like you're better off just buying the item directly. Galaga, Tetris, Rampage, Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, DDR. I kind of wanted to play Tetris in the arcade too. Like I went to an arcade recently, not recently, like months ago, and they had like this giant Tetris machine. I wanted to play that, but I think if I remember correctly, like the machine was broken during the time. Like it was out of order. It was out of order and misordered. Have you guys been in an arcade recently? Chat. Have you guys been into any arcade as of late? Even if it was like a month ago or so. Like, I know like people say arcades are dying breeds, which kind of is a shame, but I can understand why, because of the console games and stuff, and PC games. It's like, what can you play in an arcade that you can't at home? Like gun games, that's what. Time Crisis! Time Crisis was such a interesting game. Like I have a lot of vivid memories of being in an arcade because like I almost grew up in one basically. like the easier to explain it is back when I was younger, my parents liked to go to a casino, and whenever they brought us along, because you know you can't leave kids home, whenever they brought us along, we would stay in the hotel room, but the casino would have an arcade, right? So the thing was back then you weren't allowed, we didn't really have like much things like iPads and iPhones and all that stuff. We literally had only Game Boys and stuff like that and portable DVD players. I would like watch episodes of Friends over and over again because that was the only thing that was to do in the hotel room. But going back to it, like some of the times we would just go to the arcade and we would never actually spend money because, you know, we didn't have like, it was kind of a waste of money to play the arcade games, even though sometimes we would play the arcade games. So there was like select times that we would play arcade games, right? But oftentimes I will just remember watching the demos on the games over and over and over again. Just because it was like, it's sort of like me watching Friends over and over again. There was nothing else to do. I don't think there's area arcades where I live. I remember too, there was sometimes like my parents got into the casino so much that we actually had to stay an extra night. Like we would stay the night and we'd be waiting inside the arcade until they get a hotel room. Either that or we just left really late at night. Played the OG Mario Brothers in an arcade. Oh really? That's really cool. I remember seeing that though, like when I went to Santa Monica. Like Santa Monica Pier has a lot of cool things in it. And one of the coolest things they have next to their amusement park is the arcade. If anyone's been to Santa Monica Pier, you would know like they had a lot of old games in their arcade. Like I saw like Mario Brothers, not like the Mario Brothers that you're talking about, Schoolio, but the actual Super Mario Brothers, where you could actually play the platforming game in the arcade, which kind of sucked because you had these joystick. Honestly though, I want to go to Japan and Akihabara one day, and I want to go to one of their arcades, like their Sega affiliated arcades. I feel like it'd be really, really cool. Okay, let's see. Honestly, I would love to own an arcade machine just to bring in my room. In fact, what's it called? Wouldn't it be like really, really cool if you guys owned an F-Zero arcade machine? I say this, but I don't think you guys ever seen an F-Zero arcade machine. How many people here have seen an F-Zero arcade machine? I think the F-Zero arcade machine is like one of the coolest things ever. Here. Let me go ahead and bring it up really quick. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. F-Zero arcade. Like I remember there was a casino with the arcade that had this, and it was so cool. Let me show you. I think this thing is worth like thousands of dollars nowadays. So do you see this? Like this is really, really cool because it had like the little dome in it, and like you're inside it as if you're in a speed racer. Imagine owning a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic. I haven't heard that name in such a long time, Chuck E. Cheese. Do they still exist nowadays? Like, I remember I used to be like so into Chuck E. Cheese when I was a kid. Like, I would be like, oh my gosh, I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. But nowadays it's like, I mean, I guess like the equivalent to it is Dave & Buster. Have you guys ever heard of Dave & Buster? Like Dave & Buster is literally an adult Chuck E. Cheese because it, instead of having animatronics, it has like sports games up, and instead of being like kid games, they're like well, there's still a lot of kid games there actually, but it has its own arcade basically. I don't know if Dave & Buster is just like exclusive to my area, but yeah, Dave and Buster's, guys. The adult Chuck E. Cheese. And when I say adult Chuck E. Cheese, that doesn't mean there's strippers in there. I mean it in the sense that it's for adults. Freddy Fazbear ordered Chuck E. Cheese in the pizzeria's parking lot. Murdered. Oh. I'm never gonna play Five Nights at Freddy, just to let you guys know. Unless... Let's pull up the channel points, guys. If we can earn 30,000 channel points, I'll play a scary game. No, let's make that 50,000. 50,000 channel points. You better save those cookies then. Never buy an emote ever again. I like how whenever I stream myself doing art, it's always me inking. I never have a chance to color. Maybe I should take the time. In fact, let me go save it here. I'm gonna take some time to actually start coloring some of the other drawings. Let's go to Pomu. Let's go find Pomu. Hi, I'm Pomu. Oh, just to let you guys know, I didn't post this yet, but let me show you guys since you guys are here. I was working on a Ina anniversary picture for her since she's second year of streaming. So here's what it looks like. Doesn't this look cute? He's a secret though. Hush hush. Nobody knows, okay? You guys get exclusive things. You get to see exclusive things in the stream. I shall make you play FNAF. Nope. I might play Phasmophobia because at least I'm playing that with other people, but I do not want to do a horror game on my own unless somebody comes in here and collabs with me and talk me through it. Cute? Thank you. Not as cute as you. Teehee. Wink. So let me go finish up this Pomu. At least like continue working on it. Hi, I'm Pomu. Or Pomu and her Pomu dachis. Let me go check the update though. Maybe the update's out. Is the update out yet? No update. I'm fluent like language of 5 nights. I can help. What does that mean? What does it mean to be fluent in the language of 5 nights? The update. I need it. Need the update. Just give me the Hulk here. Save the fans. I'm a fan, guys. Going to Five Nights at Freddy's. Have you played it a lot? When I was younger, I never really jumped onto that bandwagon. That was because I was scared of it. I was like, no, I'm not playing this game. Big baby Unga Bunga. Oh wait, no, it's not Unga Bunga. Wah wah, goo goo gaga. There we go. I am not gonna play this Five Nights at Freddy scary spooky baby game. Because I'm scared of scary spooky baby game. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Niji Sanji. I've been getting influenced him. I've been a diehard fan. I'm kind of curious, what's the last game that was in the Five Nights at Freddy timeline? I guess that's the easier to describe it. Because I thought the last one that they did was the RPG one, and I thought it did so bad that they never released the game again. But then, color me surprised when I found out they're still releasing games. Was that RPG one the last one? Security Breach? Which one's Security Breach? Is that the RPG one? I'm Pomu! I'm Pomu! I'm Pomu! How many people here are Pomu fans? Who's here a pissy Dachi? Oh no. Ooh, can't believe I said that. You're thinking of Five Nights at Freddy World? Didn't that game got pulled from the store because people disliked it so much? I don't remember. Kind of remind me on that. Did it get pulled from the store? I don't know my Five Nights at Freddy lore. Ouch, I just kicked my fan. Scott was displeased with the game, so he took it off Steam and put it on GameJolt. Why did he, if he was displeased with it, why did he put it back up though? I always want to make a game like that. Like, what didn't like Scott make the game of Five Nights at Freddy all by himself too? Like, I always respect game developers who do that. So people could play it for free if they want? Interesting. Was that game scary? Like, I know it was an RPG and everything, but was that game supposed to be scary? It's honestly underrated. Like, I know it's an RPG, that's why I was like wondering if it was a scary game or not. Yeah, he started it, so I'm guessing he doesn't just do it by himself anymore. Dachis unite! I'm just a dachi for everything, guys. I'm just a I'm a foozy. I'm a simp for anything that moves. If it has 2 legs and it breathes, I'm a simp. It's mostly not scary. Interesting. Does it have lore at least though? Like, I'm kind of curious. Like, why would a Five Nights at Freddy fan want to play Five Nights at Freddy RPG? Convince me. Seduce me. It's gonna be his last attempt at game development, and the game blew up. Like, blew up as in, like, it didn't work. Or blew up as in, like, people talked about it. Because, yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it was gonna be his last game in development. That's why I thought there was never gonna be another Five Nights at Freddy game again. That's why I thought that. Is its own universe with spin-offs. Eh? Man, Five Nights at Freddy lore is something. It's just like, Don't Starve? No, not Don't Starve. Hello Neighbor? I remember Hello Neighbor had like a deep, extensive lore to it, didn't it? Don't starve, guys. Just don't starve. FNAF got big. FNAF did got big, but didn't it get big before FNAF World came out? I thought FNAF World came out first, then it got big. Oh, no. I thought FNAF World came out after it came big. Like, it was a result of it becoming big. I don't know my timelines, guys. What timeline am I in? Am I in the Berenstain timeline again? No. Is it Berenstain or Berenstain? What timeline, guys? And don't type it up. Say it to me. If the main game is to spin off the books and the fanverse. Fanverse sounds interesting. Here you go. Look at her. She's so cute. She's Pomu. Would you guys be a Pomu do? You guys want to be Pomu Dachis with me? Or as she likes to describe it, when FNAF 1, 2, 3, 4, and World. FNAF World. Whenever you say FNAF World, I just can't help but think of Mario World. Super Mario World Odyssey. There we go. Let me see. I want to try something. Trying something a little spicy here. Something I learned from doing some drawings and coloring. Like, I swear, being a colorist for Action Kitty's story has me like learning and trying new things out. There we go. Something like this. Yeah, look at me. I'm an artist. I'm arting it up, guys. Arting without F. Let me see how that looks. It looks relatively nice. I'll keep it. Sometimes it's the small details like that, you know? Sometimes. Let me check. Is the Holocure update out now? As you can tell, I'm a little obsessed. I'm a little ready. Still no update. Let's see. Alright, so when the time hits 55, we'll switch over to update of Holocure. The Fast Fair is initial initiative that started where the Five Nights series have become integrated into official lore. Is that a good idea? Because I know that Five Nights at Freddy has become like a Sonic the Hedgehog situation. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean it in the way that fans have gone a little too far. So is it a smart idea to say like all these fan stuff is now canon? You know what I mean? I feel like that is a cool thing to do, but at the same time, I can't help but wonder about the integrity of a brand when somebody says like fan stuff is canon. Because how can you really canonize something without like ignoring the bigger elephant in the room, you know? I don't mean that in a mean way. I know we all have our own interests and kinks, but I do mean it in a sense that like some of the like some of the things that people talk about often are not catered to other fans, you know? Like one fan group will conflict with another fan group. It's not canon to the main FNAF. Oh, he handpacked series. Okay, that's interesting. So does that include like YouTube videos and games and stuff? I find that interesting. I'm learning a lot about it. It's just like learning about Homestuck. Because I'm stuck at home. Bazinga, 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 bazinga! I'm sorry. I'll never do that again. I want to get a nice dark color. It's notable. Okay. There we go. I gotta fix these things. Like, I realized that they're not little people, but actually stars. Why did I draw them as little people? What's wrong with me, Uwu? What's the matter, Uwu? Not feeling so well, Uwu? Let me tell you, Uwu. There we go. I wonder if there's any game that had, like, the lore success of Five Nights at Freddy, because I know like Five Nights at Freddy lore is like really big and really integrated into its thing, which really surprised me because like I never would have thought that of a pizzeria simulator. Like if you make a fan game and someone picks your game can now have console ports. Whoa, that's really cool. Kirby lore? Oh yeah, Kirby lore or something. Starts off looking for cake, ends with destroying a god. I love Kirby lore. Oh, look at the time. It's 55. Alright, Pomu Dachis. It's time to convert from Pomu Dachis to Taco Dachis. So, I did say I was gonna do this. I want to do it. We're gonna play a bit of Polocure. Let's see. Let's see. Let me go ahead and update my information. Polocure. Playing a bit until the update or I end stream, whichever comes first. Alright, I'm not gonna do this for too long, but I do want to try to play the Holocure update. You're obsessed, Alan. You keep talking about these waifus and stuff. Alright, so we're not drawing anymore. Let me change that. Okay. So give me a second to switch on over, guys.